Hey guys, so the three things that you need to do to be able to excel at anything that you're doing. Well, not anything that you're doing, but if you're in a job specifically, then do these three things and chances are you're going to be able to climb those ranks fairly quickly. I learned this quite a while back and it works. It definitely works. There are only three things and so it is quite simple. That being said, it's not exactly easy to do all three things. I mean, if you can do all three things very easily, then well done to you. You're pretty much guaranteed to climb those ranks of whichever job that you want to climb. Now, I hate when YouTubers do this and don't get to the point, so I'm just going to get to the point now, but obviously watch time and stuff, metrics, they matter, kind of. So the three things are, 1, making sure that you're on time, being punctual. 2, making sure that people actually like you, hope you're a nice guy. And the third one is, if you didn't realize by now, it's just being good at the job that you were hired to do. So yeah, only three things. Now, whether you're going to be able to do all three things is another story within itself. Now, let me give you a few scenarios of what it looks like when you're only able to do 2 out of 3 of the things, where you're going to be able to coax through your job, like I said, but you might not be able to excel through the ranks. But the reason why is these situations tend to look a little bit something like this. So let's say, for example, you're someone that's good at their job and people like you, but you are terrible when it comes to showing up on time. Might look a little bit something like this. Hey Carl, have you seen Liam today? Yeah, he was supposed to be here, but he's not here. Yeah, but Jeffrey, he's such a cool guy. That being said, he did just send me the report like 2 minutes ago, so damn, he's gone into a lot of detail here. Jeffrey, he's a cool guy though, right? Yeah, that's right, and he's hilarious. I love him. I love him. I absolutely love Liam. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? Now, let's take the same scenario, but let's take away something that Liam had. Let's say, for example, no one liked him. It would look a little bit something like this instead. Carl, what the frick is up with Liam lately, man? I don't know, Jeffrey. Yeah, he never comes in and, I know, Jeffrey. Yeah, sure, he just sent me this email, the report, like, you're not here, dude. You're right, Jeffrey. Do you know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do with this report? I don't know anything. And he's such an asshole. He's such an asshole, man. I know, Jeffrey. He's such an asshole. Yeah. I can't work with people like this anymore, man. Dude. And he's such an asshole, isn't he? Yeah, you're right. You see what I mean? Poor Liam. Of course, this works with other scenarios. If you're someone that shows up and everyone likes you, but you're not necessarily good at your job, people are a lot more likely to, see that you're putting in effort and that you're trying to be good at your job, I guess. They're going to be a lot more willing to train you. If you're someone that no one really likes that much, but you're good at your job and you turn up on time, then they might just start questioning whether it's just a problem with themselves and they'll just keep you around just because you get the job done, essentially. But now, do all three of these things, and let's see how our situation with Liam goes now. Damn, Liam, you're here already? Hey, Jeffrey, I just sent you that report like 5 minutes ago. Oh, did you get it? Nice. Yeah, I did spend quite a long time on it. Nice shirt, by the way, Jeffrey. What? Why, thank you. This is a lot of detail. Carl, did you have a look at this? I know, Jeffrey. Well, I've got to say, I'm very impressed, Liam. I'm very impressed. Yeah. Excel. To the roof, to the moon. Alright, I'm going to stop changing clothes now and get to the next point. Now, if you're struggling in any of these 3 areas, let's just have a look at them and see if there's anything you can change or steps you can take to make sure that you can elevate those and get closer to being able to do all 3 so that you can shoot through the ranks and excel at your job, basically. The first one, which I think can sometimes be the most difficult, is being good at your job. It depends what job you're doing, of course. I'm not going to say that I know exactly how to build rockets if I was a rocket scientist, but if you are in that position, then there's a few things that you can do that will go across most jobs that you'll find yourself in to help you become better. So first thing I would say is learn the fundamentals, especially when you're joining a new job. Find out what are the key things that you need to nail down straight away that could help you progress in all the other areas that stem off of those key fundamentals. So for example, if you're someone that works in an office and there's a key software that you use that you need to be able to use day in, day out to be good at your job, then try and figure out how you can be the best at using that software, which in turn could help you end up being really, really good at your job. Other people may come to you and actually seek your help, and then you're helping everyone, and that kind of feeds into the you being liked point. So that's what I was suggesting there. And also, if you're new to your job, here's where you've got an advantage. It's asking loads of questions. Now, this could potentially damage the you being liked thing, depending on who you're asking all these questions to, but it is so crucial to be able to use your ignorance at the start, to be able to ask all the questions that you can, to be able to nail those fundamentals, because at the end of the day, people might start getting a little bit funnier if you're a few months into your job or whatever, and you start asking questions that they expected you to have nailed down in the beginning. Now, of course, that's not necessarily your fault. It really depends. I wish it wasn't the case all the time, but if you do find yourself in a situation where you can ask loads of questions and become familiar and nail those fundamentals, then you may find yourself doing a lot better at your job. Now, second one, being punctual and showing up on time. This might not always be easy to fix. I know it might just seem like, set an alarm and go to work or whatever, but a lot of the time it has to do with your lifestyle and how you manage things day in, day out. So, for example, if you're going to bed very late, then chances are you're not going to be able to be as alert as you need to be the next day, which can cause you to miss deadlines, which can cause you to forget to note things down or go to a meeting when you need to go to a meeting. So you might want to think about changing some aspects of your routine to help improve those areas when it comes to punctuality. Now, of course, given modern day technology, there's a lot of systems out there that you can use to help remind you of deadlines that you need to meet and meetings that you need to attend. Of course, you've got your calendar, which is a great tool to be able to not just put in meetings that you have with people, but also put in little reminders that you need for your own self that other people might not be necessarily involved in. And also finding a note-taking app that you like and you prefer. The one on your phone could be good. A lot of people use Notion, etc. Finding one of those which works for you and you're able to utilize to be able to help you is going to be really good when it comes to noting down things that you need to remember and deadlines and meetings, etc., and people that you need to follow up and chase with. And also get yourself a watch. Of course, you might not want to always be on your phone, or if you're in full screen mode on your laptop, you might not see the time all the time. But with my G-Shock, which I love, I get a little beeping sound every hour, so usually I'm aware of what the time is all the time, and that can help. Of course, you can still use your phone, but you might not want to use your phone when you're at work as much. So yeah, distractions and stuff. That's my couple points for punctuality. Now, when it comes to being liked, there's a few steps you can take here. It's a bit arbitrary, I would say, a lot of the time, but generally, all you have to do is be a nice person. If you're a nice person, generally, people tend to like you back. Now, if you want a few extra tips, if you just want to get along with someone, then humans love to talk about themselves, even those that are shy. If you hook them in with something that they love, chances are they're going to start talking to you about it. Now, you don't necessarily have to be familiar with the topic that they are interested in. For example, a coworker that you really want to get to know might really love NFL football. Now, us being in the UK, a lot of us aren't really interested in that. But you can ask a lot of questions. There's loads of questions you could ask. You could ask what got you into it, first of all, which is an opener for all questions, which go into where the answer could be something like, oh, I grew up in America. There's a whole load of questions that you can ask to follow up from that if you do want to eventually stop with the NFL talk, right? Quite a lot of things to do there with getting to know someone. But that being said, if you feel like you're forcing it and you don't want to act like you're interested in someone or whatever, then you don't have to. Just, it just helps a little bit, I would say. So yeah, guys, I think that's it for this video. Like I said, 3 points to be able to help you excel at whatever you're doing. 1 is be punctual, show up on time for your job. 2 is be liked, and 3, just be good at your job, dude. Easier said than done, like I said. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. If you want to know when I post videos, then you can hit that bell too. It's your choice. But what I would like is just a subscribe, please. And yeah, that's it basically. Take care, guys.